alive, finally. All right. So, hi, everybody online. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Kauai, where we know who we are. Who are we? Come on. Yeah, did you hear that? They know who they are, and they're all saying it differently, which is true because we are all unique. We are all that beautiful, amazing, divine presence, and we're here to celebrate that today and to enjoy ourselves and to raise consciousness, not just here, but as it spreads out across Kauai and across the planet. Yes.
So you're kind of mixing things up today, huh? Yeah. Who out there is here for the very first time? Welcome. Well, this is your lucky day, even though we don't believe in luck, we believe in fortunate, but we know something about you, and Steve didn't say it, or Gabriella didn't tell us. We found out on our own. So, should we let her know who she is? Yeah. You are magnificent! Oh, I know, right? Oh, finally someone does it. She's like, woo.
Somebody recognized her for who
exactly. So we recognized you because we recognize that in ourselves. So it's like a mirror. So as we went, oh my God, I am magnificent. No one's remembering the word. We've only been doing it for 9 years. Magnificent, we recognized yours. Now there's some people behind you up in that camera there, this live streaming world. And I know there's some new people because they let us know they've been popping in and out. And we have Jackie who's home recovering. We're going to say hello to her too. But we're going to let them know who they are. Who are they? You are magnificent. Now put your hands on your heart if you dare and just take a moment to just feel the beat. Feel that beat. And let's tell ourselves who we are. I am magnificent. Now look to your left, to your right, and just let someone know who they are. You are magnificent, Yana. You
are magnificent.
You are. You. And you are magnificent. And you are.
Are those your words? Are these your words?
You can move any way you want to. We're no longer restricted to our seats.
My soul.
Yeah, come on.
Gonna listen to some rock and roll. And no cares come with me. I'm making a beautiful day. Gonna drive my car into the sea. Swim out far 'cause I believe that the waves will wash the gray away. I'm making a beautiful day. Whoa. Let me hear you say, ooh, my mind. I'm learning to fly. Hey, what's that you're saying? Let's not forget that we're alive. One more time. Ooh, my mind. I'm learning to fly. Well, hey, what's that you're saying? Let's not forget that we're alive.
And what we are right in this moment. We are soaring, we are flying, as Kyle is saying. We're flying high from within. That place where spirit, call it whatever you want, lives. The cosmos are alive in each and every one of us. That is how magnificent we are. That is how fantastic we are. We have come together to bathe and marinate in being that magnificent spirit, that magnificent energy that says, I am that I am. Say it with me, I am that I am. And with knowing that, we have come together to celebrate. Yeah, it sounds like a spirited club now, doesn't it? So what I know is that we've come together to celebrate who we are, celebrate this great planet of love that we are. And we are letting that be as we are together. And I just say thank you. Mahalo, say it with me, mahalo. And so it is.
Gonna climb that hill behind my house. See what this place is all about. 'cause from above it's all you can help but say. It's gonna be a beautiful day. One more time. It's gonna be a beautiful day. Let me hear you say, ooh, my mind. I'm learning to fly. Hey, hey, what's that you say? Let's not forget that we're alive. Ooh, my mind. I'm learning to fly. And hey, hey, what's that you say? Let's not forget that we're alive. One more time, come on. Ooh, my mind. We're learning to fly. Yeah, hey, hey, what's that you're saying? Let's not forget that we're alive.
Yeah.
Yay, Kyle.
Now
Yay.
there's the energy we're talking about. Gabriella just asked me if I'd had 3 cups of coffee today. And I told her, I said, no, spirit's running through me, but I had 4.
You're always like this.
I know.
All right.
I'm like this on
Okay,
water.
so I guess it's your turn. Here it comes the beautiful Jamie Prem, our
Freshly
wanna
back
co-
from
freshly-
New York that I thought she was, but she never was, and she's leaving in October. Okay, so welcome home.
she's going to lead
good
us
to
in
be
our
back.
contemplative time and our spiritual mind treatment.
Yes, thank you very much. It's good to be back. I did go to Oahu, though, so I did go somewhere. I will lead us in our affirmation first and then lead us into our time of contemplation. So I invite everybody to relax, sit back in your chairs, ground within your center. And the affirmation for today: I lead my day with purpose, passion, and powerful action. I invite you to repeat this with me. I lead my day with purpose, passion, and powerful action. I lead my day with purpose, passion, and powerful action. Enjoy your time of contemplation. I lead my day with purpose, passion, and powerful action. For I know that there is only one. There is only one thing that is all things. It is in and through all everywhere. That one I choose to call God, Spirit, the universe. It is all power. It is all love, all energy, all goodness. It is in and through me. I am it. As I breathe it. It is the life within me. It is my action, my thought. It is all. And as I know this for myself, I absolutely know this for each and every person in this room, throughout our congregation, beyond the island, beyond the state, throughout the world, beyond and into the universe. I know that there is only one. We are all one within this one unity, this one mind. And I know that there is only goodness, that our greatest, highest good is always unfolding, that for each and every person in this room, that unlimited possibilities are now, that divine right action is always unfolding in each and every person's life as their love, as their beautiful personal relationships within their children, within their loved ones, within their lovers, their friends, their life. It is all beautiful, loving relationships. And it is full of purpose and passion. And I know that there is perfect creativity for each and every person here, that any solution that is needed, it is arrived. Any time that anything needs to be created, it is done. It is perfect, for it is already born in the mind of God. And it is accessible to each and every person in this room. That there is this beautiful, vibrant health, that I lead this healthy, beautiful life. And it's full of life. I get to enjoy this perfect life. And each and every person here enjoys that vitality. That there is only the perfection of spirit, and therefore there is only perfect health for each and every person. And I know that because God is my source, the source for each and every person here, the source of all things, of energy, of life, I know that it is abundantly showing up in my life at each and every moment, that everything that I need, anytime I put toward the universe what I need, it is provided for immediately. There is no need to wait for it. There is only now, and everything that each and every person's need is provided for. That we lead a life of purpose, full of passion and powerful action, for there is only one power, and that is surging through each and every one. And I am so grateful for this. I am so grateful for knowing this teaching, this beautiful life. I'm so grateful for each and every breath, for the love I get to share, for the love that is shared within this room, for the love that goes beyond and into our communities. I am so grateful, grateful, grateful for this teaching, for this Center for Spiritual Living Kauai, for this congregation. And with this gratitude, I release my word as law, knowing that it is done. As we affirm together, and so it is.
Aku ikaina Ilaw ho'y may navaan Ay aku ikaina Wana ike aluia Ay holomua ike aluia Hana ike aluia Holomua ike aluia Laua mai navaan pai aku I Kaua'i. Ilau hoi mai na wa'awa, pai aku I Kaua'i. O kahika ilau like ana. O kahi ili vai o kalike. Ilau lima pukako, ilau lima pukako aholono. Ika howe, ika howe, ikeka, ika howe, ika howe, ikeka, ikeka, ika howe, ika howe. Keep this going. Ikeka, ika howe, ika howe, ikeka. Don't stop, keep going. Ilau hoi mai na wa'awa, pai aku I Kaua'i. Ilau hoi mai na wa'awa, pai aku I Kaua'i. Ikeka, ika howe, ika howe, ikeka, ikeka, ika howe, ika howe, ikeka. One more time. Ikeka, ika howe, ika howe, ikeka, ikeka.
Thank you. Good time to mention Steve,
It would be speaking of rowing.
because we are rowing.
Yes, so we have a special announcement with one of our beautiful members. Steve Cole. Does anybody know who Steve Cole is? Well, let's just say that they represented Hawaii over in the UK because they had their Windsor Sprint, and he was steering from behind. There was all the boats up there, and guess what? They came in silver. So came in second, and it was, if you watch it, was just like, and they're like,
It's on Natalie's,
Hawaii!
it's on Natalie's Facebook page if you are on Facebook.
Yeah, it was really, so let's give it up in case
For
they're,
Steve,
for
yay!
Steve. That was a nice moment, Umberto. Umberto walks in, and we're all,
All applauding. That's for you too, Umberto.
that's for you too, Umberto, for all your
Okay,
rowing.
So,
So this is our special segment that is becoming very popular, by the way, because people are like knowing what you all are doing out there. So each week we invite someone up so you can call it, what? The Getting to Know You series without the song. So let's invite up Leslie. Leslie.
yes, Leslie is always behind the scenes doing something wonderful, and We're bringing her out in the light today.
And she's also with our wonderful children as well. So come over here, front and center. I know. It's we're getting you out of your comfort zone, aren't we?
Just a little.
Just a little.
Just a little.
So just to warm up a little bit. So tell us the entire expression of your being. And no, I'm just kidding. Would you let us know? First of all, where do you come from before Kauai?
Well, the mainland, Tahoe to be specific. I was up there for 42 years shoveling snow. Thought I'd come over here and shovel sand for a while.
Exactly. So now you've been coming here for a while, and we're so happy to have you.
I'm grateful to be here.
And I saw you last week with the kids, and she had so much emotion and so much love working with the children. So I know
I
that's
love
a passion.
working with children.
And I'm not going to let them know, but she makes one of the best scones in town. She is a baker, but I don't put in orders.
At one time, I did want to be a scone maker. I even had a slogan. I could see this outside my storefront. It said, "Everybody must get sconed."
Oh, yeah, that's Tahoe.
never too
That's
late.
Tahoe.
A little food
Or
truck now.
Kauai. Yeah, it might go really well in Kauai. So back to this. So since you've been coming here, how has Science of Mind, how has the center kind of impacted your life?
That's really interesting. I would have to say that it's kind of pulled it all together.
Ah, nice.
As we've all come from varied backgrounds, I have smatterings of Christian Science in my background, and then all of my faith followings, what everybody did during the 70s, right? 60s, 70s, go around and check it out. A little bit of time in the Baha'i faith, and I find that, and let's not forget the Psi program, which is kind of like EST. I find that they all kind of gel right here. All the best parts of all of that is right here. And for me, it's the love, the heart, the gratitude, the ohana, and I feel very loved and welcome here.
Oh, thank
you,
you.
Leslie.
And we are very happy to have you here as well.
Thank you.
All right.
Great.
You have anything else that's pressing that you want to say?
I love y'all.
We
That was
love
beautiful.
you.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Leslie.
And
Yeah.
next time, Leslie will be singing one of her favorite songs for us. And
You know, she's not the first person to say that thing about it all coming together. And I really give Ernest Holmes credit for that because he didn't make this up. He just took the best from everything that he could find. He was an avid learner and reader from the time he was a little kid and just brought it all together with one common thread, which you said, which is love. And so, thank you for that, Leslie. Thank you.
yeah, thank you. And I
So-
like that new scone shop we're going to open up here.
Kyle is going to treat you with this very special, amazing song. You're going to love it. It's great. It's beautiful.
This one's for the undiscovered geniuses. Or is it genii I never knew? Write and paint and chisel in the bedrooms, known forever by the lesson. I know you're out there, I know you're out there. Common knowledge doesn't know the jewels below. You never had a hit song on the airwaves. You never broke out from the local scene. You didn't paste your walls with famous faces. You prefer the window to the TV screen. I know you're out there, I know you're out there. But common knowledge doesn't know the jewels below. I know you're out there, I know you're out there. dancing with your hopes and fears instead of chasing zero. Beautiful, don't jump before the cameras. Why is this women hardly ever speak? Every time we sent a perfect teacher, we miss them 'cause we overlook the me. I know you're out there, I know you're out there. Common knowledge doesn't know the jewels below. I know you're out there, I know you're out there. Harmonizing heart and hand, making stained glass from sand. The one's for the folks who know they're precious, no more precious than the garbage man. I kiss you on your cheek, not on a poster. 'Cause genius wants a lover, not a fan. I know you're out there, I know you're out there. Common knowledge doesn't know the jewels below. I know you're out there, I know you're out there. Harmonizing heart and hand, making stained glass from sand. I know you're out there, I know you're out there. Cover stories can't uncover the true lover.
Yes.
Oh, God. Really, right? So, that song was written by a man named Martin Kerr, Kerr. He's from Canada. And I heard him sing about probably 12 years ago. He was a singer in the New Thought movement and performs in different centers all around, right? And he wrote that song, and the first time he sang it, I was like smitten by it, because I just like, how many of us feel like we're an undiscovered genius? That was the impetus for my class that I'm going to be teaching starting this week. But Martin just got his first record label, and I think that's just really significant that we're singing his song today. And I mean, I heard him 12 years ago. I'm sure he was singing long before that, and he just got his first record label, and it's awesome. Congratulations, Martin. And Kyle, that was phenomenal. Thank you for singing that beautiful song. So how many of you have ever felt like an undiscovered genius? I know, right? And I know I have at times. You know, you feel like you get yourself to a certain point, and then you just can't push over to the next big thing or whatever that's supposed to be. And what a horrible thing, though, to go through your life, for me anyway, feeling that way, that there's always something like more that you have to be doing when you don't really have to be doing anything more but being yourself. And I heard this thing. It was some class that Gene Houston was putting out, and it said that a lot of the problems we have is we're looking for achievement, not self-actualization. And when we start to look for self-actualization instead of achievement, then our whole world opens up. And I think this song really says that, because it's talking about all these beautiful people, us, who are in our closets or wherever, or out in the world in a small way, what seems like a small way, doing something really good. And we don't always hear about it because we tend to focus in the media on everything negative, right? So, yeah, so we are those undiscovered geniuses, not undiscovered in that, we don't know who we are. Well, that's the other side of the coin, do we know who we are? Are we undiscovered within ourselves? Are we tapped into who we really are, that we are geniuses? That's who we are. And we can't be anything but geniuses because we're the expressions of God, and we're expressing that divine power, that infinite intelligence, that love that is the very essence of ourselves and everything about us. So how could we be nothing else but a genius? We are a genius. And which brings me to this talk title we picked today called "Are You Camera Ready?" So coming from an acting world, being camera ready means that you are ready to go in front of the camera. Therefore, you know your lines, you know you have your makeup on, your costume, you know the emotions of whatever it is you're going to be playing. You have it down, and you are ready to step in front of the camera and do your work and to step into your light. And I really like that analogy for life, because I want to know, and you can ask yourself, am I camera ready? Am I ready for this camera of life that is constantly moving, constantly unfolding? And am I ready for it in every single solitary moment? Do I have the tools that I require to have for whatever is showing up in life? Am I camera ready? And am I opportunity ready? Like, I just want to just put this little side note. I did that webinar, right, with Bonnie Peterson. It was great and everything. But I had to scramble at points because I didn't have a headshot. And I was like, I don't have a headshot. Okay, so I'm trying to cut my head out of all these pictures and stuff. But the point I'm making is I found something that she could use. But the point I'm making is, like, what's missing out of our toolbox that we have that's not, so we're not ready for when life shows up for us? Whether it's an opportunity or a challenge, it's all the same thing. They say when the teacher appears, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Well, I think the teacher can be a lot of things. It's not just a person that comes into your life and you go, wow, this is the teacher, I'm ready, and you recognize it. Or is it a challenge that comes into your life? Can be a teacher, right? You learn something from it, at least I think. I've learned from my challenges. I don't want to continue to learn from challenges, though. I don't know about you, but I'm erasing that. So are you ready? So if you're ready spiritually speaking, and I know the Science of Mind has given me tools that help me to be ready. And the very first one is, and like you have to know who your character is when you're in front of a camera. You have to know who you are. If you don't know who you are, in spite of what everything else is happening in your life, if you can't step into who am I really beyond my shirt, beyond my, my makeup, beyond my my job, beyond everything else, who am I? Because you can lose all those other things, but you can never lose who you are. And so the first place to go to get ready for life and to be ready for life is to remember who you are and to work on that. And I believe that the Science of Mind gives us that, because it tells us that we are, and it's not the only thing that tells us that. Other philosophies and teachers tell us that that we're God. God's not a person or a man or a woman up on a cloud. It's done. We are God expressing. That's who we are. God is an energy. God is a principle, and we are that principle. So if we are that principle, and we are that greatness and that divinity and all of that, then we would be able to take anything on and deal with it, no matter what it was, because we would walk through it as that. And our lives would shift and change according to that. And then another thing, spiritually speaking, would be like, you have to have your emotions intact when you're an actor. If you've had a bad day and you have to do a performance that day, well, it happened to us once. We had to get up in front of this place when we had the CSL convention here, and they put us on camera. 15 minutes before that, we found out that we were going to lose one of the most precious things in our life, which was our cat. And anybody that's had a pet and lost it knows what that feels like. But we had to go to a place where we could get up here and put that over here and step into what we had to do as spiritual leaders. And that's sometimes, are we in control of our emotions? Can we not go from not feeling them, but be able to say this, because your emotions come from your feelings and they come from your beliefs. So when you have an emotion like a trigger or something That's coming from some kind of feeling that you have about yourself, which is based in some kind of belief you have about yourself. So if you want to meet life head on, you've got to have your emotions intact, not your feelings. Your feelings, you need to go examine them and see what that is, or in your beliefs. But if you just are like, I've done it myself, somebody flips you off and you're just like, all of a sudden, so that's okay. That's just a little thing, right? And other people take that to a bigger extreme. But are you in control of your emotions? Are you in control of your triggers? It's important to have that intact before you walk out into life, to know that who you are. And it comes back to who you are. You're not going to be in control of your emotions and all of that if you don't know who you are, because you're just going to be being controlled by everything that comes at you. And what does Ernest Holmes say? You're either going to be, have your opinion of the world and your steady belief about the world, or you're going to let everybody else opinionate you, if that makes any sense, right? And so I think that this is a really good metaphor, and I think we can ask ourselves those questions. Am I ready for life? Do I know who I am? Do I have the tools that I can use to help me to remember who I am, to help me to face life? And I feel like for myself, I look at what people go through and I go, wow, if I didn't have these tools, if I didn't have the tool of spiritual mind treatment, if I didn't know who I was, and it doesn't mean that I know who I am all the time. Sometimes I get scared. I have all of that, but I do know that I can get back on the horse and start riding again and go, yeah, I know, you let that take you too far. Now let's go back, Rita, and let's just remember who you really are and that you can handle anything no matter what it is. So if I had any message for you today, it would be to work on that. If you don't have it yet, to actually work on that. That is a journey. It's a life's journey. It doesn't happen in a day. And when it happens and it seems like a day, it's because you've been working on it all along. It's not going to just come and hit you like a wizard and and go, ding, you God. I saw that yesterday. I got tagged as a wizard, and I go, I'm not a wizard, meaning that life is magical, and that everything just happens. Well, I think that's a really good thing to know that everything does happen. But the reason it happens, and I'm looking at a particular person now that has a great life, is because she claimed it as her life and she knows who she is. So that's the thing. Then it seems magical, but and things start to fall in place, and they're beautiful, and you're demonstrating and all of this, but it isn't really. I love calling it magic, but it is really a lot of hard work underneath, a work that is, and I hate using the word hard because it connotates that you're going to be sweating or something. Sometimes you are, right, Diane? But it's hard in that it takes a lot in this great school of life to not allow outside conditions to affect us, right? One of the great things about training to be an actor for me was that I had to stay focused even if there was a baby crying in the audience, or there was, all of a sudden somebody, started screaming out at me or something. I had to stay focused. So can you stay focused in knowing who you are and being that amazing person that you are, even though people are screaming other things at you? I think that, are you ready? Like COVID's like the best example, because were we ready for it? I feel like we were ready for it. But I also know, I'm talking for myself. I felt like I wasn't trained to deal with that as a minister. Like, what do you do with a center when you have COVID-19 and you have to close down? But emotionally speaking, although I had my tribulations with it and stuff that I had to deal with, I was able to persevere through that because I knew what my mission was. I knew what my goal was. I knew what I wanted to do. So, and now I think we're finding that there's a lot of conflicting information out there. So what I'm knowing is we have to go inside and we've got to decide what we believe and what we know about our bodies, about our minds, about our health, and that we always know what the right decision for ourselves is. We always know. We can take other people's words and say, oh, they think that, or they think that, or they think that. But I do know what's right for me, because there's a power, that power of who we are, that amazing spirit, that amazing divine infinite intelligence that always helps me remember my lines in a play, helps me remember and know what it is that I need to know in the moment. And I think what I'm feeling in our evolution is that we're being called to really tap into that. And living on this island, although we are removed a lot from stuff, and we don't hear a lot of the stuff unless we're always turning on the news and stuff like that, we have other challenges here. We still have to know, because we don't necessarily have a lot of the opportunities that other people have in other parts of the mainland and stuff like that, physically speaking. So we have to really get in touch with who we are and what we believe about a lot of things, right? And I believe and I know that that divine guidance that we are, that God power, that energy, that source, it's very powerful, does know every step of the way. We should never say, we can say it, but if we say, I don't know, then we're just affirming that we don't know. And we live in a world of cause and effect. What we say and think and believe comes back to us. So we'll continue not to know as long as we keep saying we don't know. So, yeah. So I think Ernest Holmes wrote, "The time has come in our evolution when we should awaken to the recognition that behind each one stands the eternal mind, and that each has complete access to it, and that each may come to it for inspiration and revelation, and that surrounding all is a divine law obeying the dictates of this eternal mind." So that's a mouthful, but I'm going to read it again. So really take it in. The time has come in our evolution when we should awaken to the recognition that behind each one stands the eternal mind, and that each one has complete access to it, that each may come to it for inspiration and revelation, and that surrounding all is a divine law obeying the dictates of this eternal mind. So we all have it. We have it all. We have it all. It's all there for us. Nobody's standing in front of it besides us. Nobody's standing in its way beside us. And we have a law of our being, it's energy, it's all vibration that's bringing back to us exactly what we dictate to it. And we dictate to it in a lot of ways, but mostly we dictate to it with our beliefs and our thoughts and our actions by walking out as if. So that's the whole thing. That's the whole nutshell of this teaching. It's the whole nutshell of it. That's all there is to it, is that we are God expressing. And if you don't like that idea that you're God, that's okay too. It's all right. But I think if you say, I don't like that idea, sometimes I think it's because maybe we don't want the responsibility of saying that, and it's easier to go to an outside thing and say, help me. But you can go inward and say, help me, at the same way. And it's still there. It's just a matter of what position you're putting it in, right? So it's not like, oh, I'm God. It's not like that. It's like, wow. Well, some people think that. I'm sorry, Gabrielle. I've heard it. I've heard everything. But it's, I'm God. God, if you don't like that word, source, energy, love. I'm love. It's so comforting. It's so beautiful. So that's what I know about being camera ready. And I know that the camera of life, it's always rolling, right? And you have everything within you to be in the perfect place when it says action. And that is in your light. You are light. You are light. You are light. And so it is. Yeah. And now you're going to sing a raucous song, right? It's kind of raucous, but that's all right. Light can be raucous. I don't know why I'm using that word.
Because you can.
I guess.
Yeah, you guys have the chorus, so sing along with me, huh? as your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try and keep your head up to the sky. As lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. Stand up and be counted. Don't be ashamed to cry. You gotta be bad. You gotta be bold. You gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stick together. All I know is love will save the day. Herald what your mother said, read the books your father read. Try to solve the puzzles in your own sweet time. Some may have more cash than you, others take a different view. But my, oh my, you gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. And all I know, love will save the day. Listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try and keep your head up to the sky. As lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. My, oh my. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stick together. But all I know, love will save the day. Got to be bad, got to be bold, we got to be wise. Yeah. Got to be bad, got to be bold. Oh, 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 yeah. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day. And all I know, love will save the day. Well, all I know is love will save the day.
All ready for you.
You are on today, my friend. Not that you're not on other days, but you're on today. Wow. I especially related to that, you got to be cool, you got to be calm. Anyway, give it up again for these wonderful people. Oh my gosh. I just love how this month is turning into a kind of a movie set, you know. It's like this whole idea. I love this idea about being camera ready, because if you've ever been on a set, there is like this kind of like this, for me, even kind of a little nervous about being ready. And you think you're ready and you're prepping and you're prepping and you're prepping, and then it says, are you camera ready? And you're like, oh man, I thought I was ready, but I don't know. So I remember some of the things being on the set, like the director would say, he would say, places, and you're like, oh boy, here we go. Get your places. Quiet on the set. Cameras are rolling. Action. And that's that moment that you're on, baby. You're on. And life is so much like that. We think we know our lines, we have everything down, and the greatest thing about do you know your lines is that you have to put down the script to find out. Yeah. That's the one that you just, oh man, does anybody relate? putting down the script of life, man. Putting down those lines and saying, I'm ready. I'm ready. I've done the work with my character. I'm ready. I'm ready. But here's the 411 for all you spiritual folk. You're never really, really ready until you actually do it. Oh, I wish it were different. I mean, I can be so prepared, and yet the time comes no matter what. No matter what. The time to come here, the time to make a decision to move to Kauai, start this wonderful center. You're never ready. You think you are. You make a definite decision, and you stand behind it, but then you have to just calm yourself and go into that. So my question is, are you ready? And I've been thinking a lot about this week, this whole week. Are you ready for your greatness? Are you ready for your greatness? And it seems like, well, of course I am. Yes, I'm ready. You know, but when you really think about it, we really weren't, well, maybe you were. I come from a mobile home park, and they weren't all telling me that I was great every single moment. They weren't telling me I was great. But I knew I was, and when was I going to know that? I was talking about this book that I'm writing. In second grade, first grade, they told me I would never make it in the Catholic school. Second grade, they said I was wonderful. Third grade, they said I should be master of ceremonies because I have this ability at third grade, mind you. Need I say more? Where am I? Fourth grade, loser. Fifth grade, another. So all of these opinions of who Patrick is and and everybody's going to give him. And then the friends in the playground, they're going to tell you too. Right? They're going to tell you, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that, based on what mom and daddy said last night. And we learn that, and I'm just thinking, camera ready, quiet on the set. And I've got this new thing. Well, first I have to bring back a wonderful quote from my friend Curtis Jackson's grandmother. As Miss Minerva tells us, this is what he used to wake up to. She would say, baby, it's time to wake up and meet your greatness. It's time to wake up. Can you imagine someone waking you up instead of saying, school, we got to go to school, you know, and that wasn't my house. My mother would never have done that. But I'm just saying that somebody's saying, honey, it's time to wake up. You ready to wake up to your greatness? Whew. It develops a whole nother thing, does it not? So are you ready? Are you ready for your greatness? And does it sound too big to be a star? Oh, yeah. No, it doesn't. Well, then I'm about done with all you great people. Until I go out into the hall out there, and then we'll hear it, won't we? No, this is what our beautiful Bob Proctor, rest his soul on his next journey. He said, don't be an extra in your own movie. Bam! Hoot! There you go. Move out of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid of feeling uncomfortable or awkward, but nobody in this room has ever felt that, have they? Step out and make it happen. Don't be an extra in your own movie. And it's fun, and we laugh at it, but I don't know how many times I have been an extra in my own movie, because I have been. And sometimes it was because I was taught to make other people look better than they are performing so that they can feel better about themselves. So that was kind of a mission I had. And that's okay. You should pay people compliments, get them to where they're going, but, you know, not at your expense. I used to say, because I can, I used to say it was interesting about that part of my psyche that I worked with and I nurtured and I moved away from. I used to say I wanted everybody, help everybody on the bus, and the bus arrived, the doors open, come on, let's go, come on, let's go, get everybody, oh. They're all on the bus, and then the bus door closed and then took off. And I'm like, what? Where are they all going? And I learned something very valuable. They call it a codependent in psychology, in case anybody's looking for it. That's exactly what was happening with me, is I was putting everybody first, and I wasn't getting my life ready. I wasn't getting camera ready. And I really had to look at that this week, because I have this vision board, you know, those things that I used to have, you know, every once in a while judge, because I would go, it's great to have the vision board, but if you're just going to stare at it, it's just a picture. And so I have it over my desk. A few people that have been there have seen it. I'm daring to put that thing up. Because if you all came to the house, I didn't invite you, I just said if you did come to the house, and you looked at my vision board, you would go, wow, is that the map of Patrick Feren? Yeah. Because we were talking about, what do you really want? What do you want? You know, the home talk here. And I went, and you know, then I go, I don't know. I don't know, all that is just giving you more time to get camera ready, as it were. I don't know because I do know. I'm staring at this incredible vision board that would tell everything about Patrick in so many ways, and even more than anybody in this room would want to know. And you would see this, and I go, I don't know. What do I really want? Looking when I'm meditating, I'm looking up. So I thought to myself, and these are a few things on my board I'll share with you. The New Thought Village, being a homeowner, body image. Yeah, that's a biggie. And lots of pictures, right, Angela? And so body image, travel, book published, speaking, tour, and self-care. And so I had to ask myself, and I stood there and said, so if you really believe this, and this is what you choose to have, where is it? Where is it? That's my inner voice, by the way. If you'd like to know what my inner voice sounds like, that's it. Where is it? And so I do. I look at that thing. I go, where is it? Where is it? And I don't beat myself up and go, well, you're some kind of manifester. You know, that's another voice, by the way. You're a real manifester. No, what it is that have I owned it? Have I owned it? And I'm telling you, a transition happened yesterday that just is phenomenal. And the good news is it stayed all the way till today. You know those? You get a revelation, and then all of a sudden you go, yeah. And then, you know, whatever, you know. But it stayed with me because it takes this practice that we're talking about, getting ready. I like this whole idea of quiet on the set. No. Quiet in the mind. Quiet the mind. Who am I? And if you look at a vision board, it's a bunch of stuff, isn't it? But it goes beyond stuff. It's about experiencing. The book I'm writing isn't about, oh, I can't wait to be the international best bookseller, or whatever they call those international people. Actually, I would like to be internationally known. But it isn't about that. It's about, and we were working on the book the other day because Rita's helping edit it before it goes to proof. And here's the deal. We looked and I said, the only thing I care about this book, is it going to help anyone? Because if not, I can just write my journal and be completely purified and let it all out, that childhood of Patrick's. But by me being vulnerable and authentic and being camera ready, being life ready, and putting my stuff out there and not staying on the arena, the sidelines, pointing in at someone, if I get in the arena and I share this with you, will it help? Will it help the veterans? Will it help women who perhaps stay too long at the fair? Men who stay too long at the fair in their relationships that aren't working? Will that do it? A mother that tried her best. All of that so that mothers can feel better about themselves. That's what the book is about. And my vision of traveling, that's all about me. Because I just want to travel. Because if I look at Facebook one more time and see you all out there doing all that I'm in the UK, I'm in France, I go, what are all these people doing, man? But I was happy for them. I'm happy for them. I told Rita, I said, boy, we got quite a group of people here. Y'all just traveling. So I'm looking at this and I said, am I camera ready? But here's the big question for today. Is your consciousness ready? Can you wrap yourself around the idea that something that you choose to experience in your life, can you bring it to life? I was talking to someone and they said, I miss my daughter, I'd love to see my daughter. And this person's having some challenges. I said, well, let's play a little game. Let's roll the camera. Your child walks through the door right now. Thank you, I arranged it for you. Are you ready to meet her? And he was not. So we have to get ready. We have to prepare, or as Rita always says, prayed up. Are you prayed up? And it's such a great thing to know this camera of life. Quiet in the mind. Life is rolling. It's time for action. I don't have to do any more on that vision board, except just know that that's something I want to experience. And then you have the voice that comes in and says, have you looked at your birth certificate? You know, people do this stuff, man, in their 30s, not their 40s. Oh, they laugh. They laugh. It's okay. We're all with it. But that's the whole idea. You get into these things and somebody will go, well, you know, I'm 64 and that's the truth. I'm 64 years old and I go, well, I'll be 70 and then I have to, and I'm sitting there going, you're going to be 70 anyway. I remember when I went back and got my psych degree at 51 or something like that. I said, but I'm going to be 55. And the counselor said, you're going to be 55 anyway, man. I went, now why didn't I think of that? Because I don't know what I thought was going to happen between 51 and 55, but all I know is that this is the whole idea behind this whole idea of cameras rolling and action. Wow. Life is a movie. I'm the director, I'm the producer, I'm the casting director, and sometimes I miscast. I will let you know in my life. I have miscast before. Not cast exactly the right people, the right times, the right things. We've all been there, right? You go, who casted you in this movie? You did. So that's where I'm at. If I am the producer, the director, the casting director, I'm even the scene designer of my life, doesn't it change the place of power? So I'm not waking up and walking out into somebody else's movie and going like that. And so there's an extra, there's an under 5, that means you get 5 lines. Then you get to be a day player. And I've just decided that, I agree. I just decided that I am going to be the star of my movie. I know you find that hard to believe. I know that right now you're in absolute shock about that idea. But what does the star of the movie mean? It means that I'm not going to blame anyone else any longer for the scenes and my conflicts. I'm not going to blame anyone anymore as much as I want to. And so any of you that intend for me not to blame you, please do not be creating stuff. Because please do not do that. Just to let you know, you're all stars. And I love that undiscovered genius. That's what each and every one of us is. And as many times as you can tell your other cast members in your movie how great they are, how powerful they are, how wonderful, and you can tell your beautiful children how wonderful they are, that you can go to everyone and say, how was your morning? Good morning. Did you wake up to your greatness today? We can still do that, by the way. We can still do that. Ah, I feel so complete. How do you feel? Complete? Strong? Cool? Calm? Yes. And so it is. Action.
Action. Yeah, it's good. I like this. It's turning into a class. How to make your own movie.
Yes, we are actually working on that little
Yeah.
puppy, aren't we?
So this is our time of giving our time of we've received, and now it's time to give. And thank you so much for what you give. Thank you if you've been spiritually nourished. If you have received, we welcome your gifts and your donations that help CSL Kauai go forward. And thank you to everyone online, and thank you people that give online monthly. And we know who you are.
And all those
and thank
people
you.
on the mainland that they give just so we can just be here. We haven't seen you in a while, but I see you right now, and I just want to say thank you. We want to say thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we have a song.
All that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be. It's a blessing, it's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all. And all that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be. It's a blessing, it's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all. So I lift up my hands now, and I open my heart. My gratitude goes out to everything near and far, and all that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be. It's a blessing, it's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all.
And I know that these gifts bless our community. They are given with love, and they give out love. They touch and bless each and every person within our community and this congregation beyond into the world. For money is God in action, and it is good. It blesses each and every one of us, and it moves this world, and it's perfect. It is good. I'm so grateful, grateful, grateful for all these gifts, for each and every person who has given them, as we affirm together with, and so it is.
All that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be. It's a blessing, it's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all. And all that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be. It's a blessing, it's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all.
Yes. For it all.
Miss
All of it.
Loya, do you have anything for us today? Any kitties today? Any children? Oh, good.
Did you say kitties or
I say, you're kidding me? I don't know. Two. You had two children. What?
Youth. We're calling them youth.
Oh, youth. All right.
Instead of children, right?
Right, call them. Just make sure you call them. There they are. Hello, youth.
Hello, youth. Here you go, Loya. It's all yours.
Oh,
We had so much fun in our class today, and we talked about I am brave. I am brave. So this young lady has actually created a poem to go with her art. So show the art. And then because we're going to be writing a book for the youth, and each youth gets one chapter of the book. And so, Natalie, she's written a poem already. Hold it close to your mouth.
I went ziplining, how brave am I was flying right through the sky. I was watching what was happening, it was far more than what I was imagining.
beautiful.
Woohoo!
Beautiful.
Where'd our other girl go?
She declined the front row thing.
That's okay.
That's
It's all
okay.
right. It's okay.
And thank you.
She's
You
an
wanna
undiscovered
say
genius right
say
now.
She's always camera ready.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. So let's
So
just bless everybody, all
So
right?
we're gonna split our focus here. Just we're not gonna look at you.
You ready?
Okay.
You are amazing. You
You
are
are
perfect. You
You
are
are
magnificent. And
and
we
we
love
love
you. Yay. Woo-hoo.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Nat.
Miss
Thank
Leah.
you.
I love that idea of a book. We'll get a sponsor for it.
I bet we will get a sponsor for it.
I think that's a good thing. All right, so we have just a few announcements, right?
Yes.
Where are they?
Well, one thing while she's announcing, we do have, it's not on there. Rita's books are still back there and will continue to be there for as long as we are here in the CSL Kauai. But it's doing really well. We're at 215 now, I believe it is, a little over 215. Books out into the world, and that's another opportunity to get out there and connect our global community.
Yes. So the Undiscovered Genius, my little beautiful, amazing workshop that we're going to be doing, a spot opened up. So if somebody wants to sneak in and be part of it, it's 4 weeks on Thursday nights, and we'll be doing a lot of improv and getting to know ourselves, getting to know each other, and having fun.
Right.
And discovering our perhaps undiscovered genius. But by the time we're done, we'll have discovered it. Anyway, that starts this Thursday, actually, so that's great. And that's why I had Kyle sing that song. Yay. Thank you for that.
Beautiful.
And our Evening with Jivan is a concert that's going to take place on August 24th, which is a Wednesday night, I
Right.
believe. It will be live streamed. If you want to buy a ticket to see it on live stream, you can if you're on the mainland or wherever you are, even if you don't want to leave your home here. So that will be on the 24th, and he's going to do original music and
Yeah, it's
just
going
a
to
lot
be
of
different.
things.
If you
He's-
know
he's calling
Jeevan, he
it
does a
soul
lot
music.
of kirtan and things. So he's going to do actually a concert, which will be nice to see him with his original music. And
6:30.
And 6:30, exactly.
And the cost is $15.
Oh, yeah, always.
Oh, I'm
always.
sure there will be. The cost will be $15. And then spiritual cinema, we're very excited about.
boom.
We're doing Tick Tick Boom. I don't know if you've seen it, but
It
it is an amazing
powerful,
musical
powerful.
about the life of Jonathan Larson. He wrote this, and they made it into a film. What's his name? Miranda.
Yeah.
Manuel Miranda put it together.
Hamilton.
It's very awesome. It's perfect for Action Month. So it'll be on Friday the 26th at 6 o'clock. And then Sacred Healing Circles on the 30th with Maria Christina and the practitioners and ministers here. And that's just a time to come and get loved up and to just be basking in spiritual mind treatment and bringing anything you have that you want to just release. And that's what we do that night with music and meditation. You don't have to say anything. You just sit there and receive and prayer. And then,
Powerful. Oh.
I didn't write it down, but
What?
it's important.
What?
It's the last Saturday of the month.
That's right here, honey.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it. Okay. Do you want to tell them about
Did
it?
I call you honey? in
Yeah,
front of
that's
her?
good.
Yeah.
The last Saturday
I
of
mean,
the month.
Rev, honey.
If the last Saturday of the month, if you consider yourself part of our membership and expansion team, we're going to start by trying to figure out who we are. We know who we are, but we don't have a good way of telling other people who we are and what CSL is. So we're going to get together on Saturday, August 27th at 10 o'clock, just for an hour, and we're going to create together an elevator speech so that when we go
We're
out,
just calling it that.
we're just
but, you
calling
know.
it an elevator speech so that we can talk to other people and say, this is what CSL Kauai is. And we're going to do that together.
And also what the teaching is.
Yeah.
It's easier to say, oh yeah, we gather on Sundays and we
But
go
we're not
to do,
able to
but,
tell
but
people.
it's hard for people. They've come to us and said, I don't really know how to tell people what we actually believe or we think. You know what I mean? It's not. And I thought, well, no, it's better to bring our community together and put it down, and so that we can, not all be saying the same thing. I mean, don't. So what's happening over at CSL Kauai? And everybody pulls out their index cards.
Puts out their cards.
CSL Kauai is the type of, it's just to make it unique for ourselves.
Yeah, so we'll be
I'm
doing
excited.
that August 27th.
Coffee and
Coffee and
and
crumpets.
little crumpets.
Oh, scones. Oh,
Scones.
coffee and scones.
Everybody all gets sconed,
Everybody
man.
will get sconed. I think I'll put that in the announcement. Maybe people will show
Yeah,
up.
they'll show.
All right, so that's that. And the Sacred Journey still has a couple of spots left.
Yes.
We're good to go without the other people, but if you really want to be part of it,
We
it's
have
an
some really
amazing week.
powerful-
It's our 9th one. It's an amazing week on the island where we just do workshops. We go around. We're going to be with Saber Kauka. We're going to go to the monastery. We're going to have a bunch of great
We have a lot of
experiences.
things
We're going to have a
happening.
big bonfire. We're going to go to
So-
Poly Holly. We're going to
Yeah.
love up that
Yeah,
week.
we're
So-
doing a lot this year for it's the Sacred Journey of the Mystic. So we're going to add all of that in. One little plug. November 19th is our telethon, our annual telethon. This makes our 3rd one. Do not just come up to me and say, yeah, that would be a wonderful thing. I'd like to do this. I'd like to do that. Let's just keep it organized. Just go to Angela. She'll write it down. If there's something that you want to present or be a part of or sing or whatever it is that you do on this island, we're going to also really bring in people from the island that we actually contribute to. I just want to let everyone know we contribute 10% of every dime that comes into this center out there. So we're going to actually have people from the parade come, that when we did the Pride Parade, have them just have little spigots of what they do and kind of bring in the community a little bit. We're going to have music, we all know. And then Patrick, of course, will always have a surprise for you. First year
Don't
was the
tell it.
CSL dress, right? Remember that? Second year was Spidey appeared. Okay, we'll see what happens.
Okay, that's it then.
There we go.
All right, we're going to sing Look for the Good. We're going to look
And
for
you
the good
have
all
words
week,
in front of you, so we expect you to jump up. We expect you to sing along.
I don't have the words.
And then do the interpretive dance moves that I am about to teach.
Thank you. Do you have words? You don't want words.
Look for the good in everything. Look for the good to set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. People done gone crazy. People done gone mad. People done forgot the superpowers we all had. We were born to love, not hate. We can decide our fate. Look for the good in everyone and celebrate our mistakes. If there's a silver lining, we still have to find it. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone.
So, I am so grateful. I am definitely looking for the good, and I see a lot of it today. Kiana, with her beautiful flowers, she did amazing. Thank you. And for the beautiful, amazing Malama team that joined Kiana, which is Sue. Thank you, Sue Buckley. And Jamie Prem, our beautiful practitioner, and Aurora, her assistant. And Rob Jones back there on video. Thank you, Rob. Beautiful Rob. And Jonathan Lee, our beautiful sound director. And Kyle and Louise. Oh my God. Yes, Kyle and Louise, thank you so much. Ron Stover, who's always there with hospitality. And Peggy, Jerry, and Roseanne, they do so much. They're not just in the bookstore people. They do a lot here. They are also board members. And Loya Whitmer, thank you so much for taking care of our youth. I'd say that. And our Getting to Know You congregant. Who is she? Leslie David. Thank you, Leslie, for doing that. It was beautiful. And Angela Phillips, our beautiful administrator. Thank you. And if I've forgotten anybody, please forgive me. But I thank all of you. And I'm so grateful that we're together today and that we get to take this now out into the world, this beautiful energy, and use it and spread the word, spread the love, spread the goodness. and look for the good no matter what. Let's go. And so it is.
Everyone needs sunshine. Everyone needs rain. Everyone is carrying around some kind of pain. I see who you are. You're just like me. I see you're searching for a purpose, guided by a dream. I see who you are. I'm just like you. I get lost sometimes and I forget what I came here to do, but I'ma keep on trying. When it gets frightening, look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. One more time. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. So look for the good in everyone. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good. Come on. Look for the good. Look for the good in everyone.
Wow.